Hey guys, welcome back to the Hot Tea channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. Before we get into it, let me just preface this by saying that this is not Ray, this is one of the editors, and because she's traveling right now, you're gonna be listening to my lovely, terrible voice. Also, if you don't like my accent, I'm sorry, I'm not native English speaker, so there's that, but I'm funny, I think. So anyways, in today's video, we're going to be talking about all of the small stories during this week that we didn't get to cover. So consider this your weekly tea recap. We have TRISHA Paytas getting exposed all over again for more stuff because she never seems to get not exposed. James Charles talking about his biggest regret in his career, and Nikita Dragon getting very defensive over influencers. But before we get into all of the tea, let me plug the Hot Tea Twitter account where you can keep up with any updates as well as send the stories that you want us to cover. Also make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when we post. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down anything you want to comment. Okay, let's get into the tea. So let's start off with Trisha since, well, we talk about her pretty often and it's a conversation starter, you know? Recently, Trisha has been in some hot water about her past. She's been accused of being a pathological liar. Also, a few creators like Mysterious have made pretty huge videos on Trisha's past, and if you haven't checked them, I definitely recommend giving them a watch because they're really informative. We also have a few videos on topic summarizing the content, so if you want to get more details on all of that, make sure to watch them. Anyways, back to the topic. Trisha has been speculated to falsely accuse a teacher of SA when she was in middle school. Her partner Moses is also being under the radar. Fans of Trisha / H3 are thinking that he's cheating on Trisha or that he's trying to secure the bag by sticking to her and whatnot. Both of them have made statements denying the accusations. In regards to the SA, Trisha still stands behind what she said in her videos on Frenemies earlier this year. However, after her last videos addressing everything, she's been offline, hasn't posted anything on her main channel, and has been pretty quiet about the whole situation. So what's new with Trisha? This is a little disclaimer due to the sensitivity of the topic. If you are uncomfortable with subjects like SA, murder, child abuse, here's your warning. The re-upload of an old video has been getting some attention. In that video, Trisha's role-playing or acting like Jonbenet Ramsey. If you don't know, the tragedy of Jonbenet has been one of the decade's most famous police investigations. In Trisha's video, she's hinting about the possible theories people have, about the case involving child abuse, essay, like we said, and more. Also, there's another video similar to the Jonbenet one. Trisha has recreated a clip of Anna Nicole Smith mocking her mental health, ? Which is weird because Trisha has expressed that she loves her and thinks that she's an icon multiple times, like throughout her career. Comments on both of the videos were pretty negative towards Trish.
Smile pretty. Do what you're told. Make mommy daddy proud. 15 years ago today I was murdered.
Trip? Huh? Is this a mushroom trip? A mushroom trip.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
What does that mean?
I'm kidding. I said this footage is worth money.
Why? What footage?
This thing you're looking into.
People were not amused at all, and here's what people had to say. So she's acting out what she thinks the murder was like, who did it, what her thoughts in heaven may be, with an incest vibe, because those cries sound like sexual moans, and it's so gross and just unforgivable. My heart is broken. I want to believe in the good in people, and Trisha time and time again reminds me that there are bad and vile people like her who take advantage of other people in tragic cases for themselves. I'm utterly horrified. This is so beyond disgusting and inappropriate. This video is very disturbing but necessary, so her vile behavior is brought to light. I stand with the victims. Stop Trisha Paytas. Both of the videos are not on Trisha's channel. She could have deleted them. On her social blade, actually, you can see that her stats show that she has removed a lot of videos since her views are negative. That's a ton of videos, you guys. 1 billion views worth of videos. I mean, she posts very frequently for the past 10-15 years. So also she's removed almost 50 TikToks, but taking into consideration that she uploads a lot of TikToks regularly, that's not too much. However, she might have removed the ones she talked about her alleged essay when she was a child, the whole teacher situation, you know. Now, in her statement, Trisha said she doesn't want to talk about this anymore after addressing it, but some people are reacting to it like she's trying to hide something or rewrite or backtrack on her more controversial videos, and basically anything that people could come for her. Although she has been in so many scandals, I just can't believe that there's always something else that gets in her drama. A lot of times it's serious though. Now, those two videos that we mentioned are dating back to her trolling days. It doesn't excuse her actions for sure, but most of us who have followed Trish know that she does have obsessions with people who are in pop culture, and she tends to pay very strange tributes to them. So I'm not really sure if maybe in her own mind it was more of an appreciation of some sort, although when you look at it now it's more of a mockery. And lastly on Trisha, Tana Mongoose removed the podcast episode of her YouTube channel. It's still up on Spotify, which is interesting, removing it from one platform but leaving it on another. Maybe it's a PR move to not associate with Trisha, but perhaps she doesn't have control over some of the platforms. But the main point is, you know, you're doing bad. You're really doing bad if Tana Mongoose, of all problematic influencers, decides to cut off ties with you. So there's that, I guess. Next, let's talk about something less important, which is James Charles and his biggest career regret. Spoiler, it involves our queen, Ariana Grande. If you guys have been following James Charles, you know that in the beginning of this year, he was in some drama, legal drama, and obviously it hasn't been good for his brand and image. He took a step back from content creation, merch, and possible projects have also been put on hold. For example, he was supposed to come out with a makeup brand this year, and it's not known when it's going to be launched. Also, fans have speculated that he's possibly coming out with a podcast. I don't know what he could talk about, but okay. There's an Insta page called Good and Fresh, and people thought it could be pics of his podcast set. Would you guys be interested if he hosted a podcast? So he posted on his Insta stories a Q&A, and here's what he said. Somebody asked, when is the podcast coming? He answered, we put it on pause for a couple of months, but the set is built and it's fully ready to go. And then he put up a poll if people want to see his podcast, and 76% said yes. So I guess people are interested in that. Then another user asked, would you ever consider making your own makeup line? He responded saying, it's been in the works for a while now, coming in 2022. Another user asked, what did Ariana Grande do for you to say she's the rudest celebrity that you've ever met? He said, literally nothing. The fact that I said that is one of my biggest regrets of my career. It still follows me for years later, which sucks. I plan on talking about it more in depth when I film my review of Rem. All I can hope is that people will listen with an open mind. And then somebody else asked if he's excited for Rem Beauty. He answered, I am. I can't wait to try all of the products and film a review for y'all. Ariana Grande is coming out with a makeup line that is called Rem, and James mentioned that he was going to review it. And there was a question about why he called Ariana the meanest celebrity he's ever met. There was a video where Shane and Ryland were doing his makeup, and they were asking him questions. One of them was, who is the meanest celebrity that he's met? And James answered Ariana Grande instantly, like straight away. And now he's saying that this was his biggest regret of his life and his career. That is the biggest regret of your career? Another recent scandals with, I don't know, messaging explicitly minors, not accusations of being a, you know what. Okay, James.
Been the rudest celebrity you've ever met?
Ariana Grande.
Can you talk about this?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever talked about this?
No.
This is everything.
The next morning I had woken up and she had DM'd me. I was like, oh my god, thank you for coming, and she was so sweet, and I was like, oh, I love you the most ever in the world. To this day, I don't really have hard feelings about it. I think she's so talented, but she had followed me and DM'd me, and I was like, oh my god, love you the most ever, like, thank you. And she was like, oh my god, wish I knew you were coming, like I would have loved to have you backstage, and I was like, oh. This is right after like all my scandals started happening, so I was getting like a bunch of really angry tweets from her fans that were really mad that she had followed me, and literally 4 hours later I started getting tweets like, wow, Ariana unfollowed James, like the rat gets what he deserves, like wow, love karma, and I was like, what the heck? So I checked and she did actually unfollow me, like literally 3 hours after she
Maybe you just tweet
too much. Probably. But I messaged her back and I was like, hey, like did I do something wrong? And she literally was like, hey babe, like I just saw a lot of angry tweets from my fans and I would never want to disappoint them, so I unfollowed. And I sent back like a very like strong word message to her, and I was like, you have 100 million fans, it's really disappointing that you would like stoop to the level of listening to people bullying me just to like appease them. But
and lastly, let's talk about something super important, Nikita Dragon, and what she thinks of influencers being the new form of celebrities. Recently, a lot of influencers, as you know, have been going to the big events, typically celebrity status / public figures type of events. For example, the Met Gala, VMAs, and so on. And now that TikTok has been, you know, such a platform and giving amazing opportunities to a lot of young people like the D'Amelio sisters, Addison Rae, YouTubers like Emma Chamberlain, Nikki Tutorials, and so many others. The general public is not so happy about some of them, specifically TikTokers, Bryce Hall, Addison Rae, because it's been a trend in the last few years for internet personalities to have more influence than typical celebrities. People feel like a lot of these influencers don't really have and don't really deserve their status and recognition that they are given. But why are we going on and on and on about this topic, you may ask? Well, Nikita went off on people who hate influencers and are bothered by them, going into music, fashion, entertainment, and so on. Basically, she wanted to shut people up.
I have a problem with influencers at the Met Gala, influencers in fashion, influencers doing music, influencers creating business. Get the over it. Like, literally get the.
What do you guys think about influencers taking over the media? Do you think they've earned it, or is it unfair, or maybe it's like half and half? Some of them definitely deserve the fame and the influence that they got, and some of them maybe are not the most deserving of it and are not really cautious of what they're doing. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, please, and thank you. We do post a lot, so make sure that you're subscribed to see all of this, okay? All right, bye.